speakers turn them up. Boom, the reefer burn it up. Cause vibe reactions in the building, we for certain love. The king of this reaction thing, and it's curtains for a fool that think of coming at the team. It ain't hurting us. True, I'm a vibe like Ray, and that's my brother and them. He love it when you go monkey with them bars, and this my jungle.
What is good, Vibe Gang? Each and every one of you, Vibe Gang. Here is your boy, Vibe Reactions. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan. Shout out to Ryan, man. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you, man. For the love and the support for the page, man. Thank you so much. We got some Johnny Cash today, ladies and gentlemen. Federico, cut the beat. We got some Johnny Cash. Song is called Redemption Day. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Johnny Cash. It is on you. Oh, I love the guitar. I love the acoustic. I love it.
I've wept for those who suffer long.
Right.
But how I weep for those who've gone.
Right.
In rooms of grief and question wrong, but keep on killing. It's in the soul to feel such things, but weak to watch without speaking. Oh, what mercy sadness brings, if God be willing.
Oh my God! And first of all, let's pay attention to the vehiculars, the pain that Johnny Cash possesses in his voice. There's no other artist that does it so, like, you could feel it, like, to your core with Johnny Cash, because there's a sadness in his voice, and when he's delivering these words, you hear it like this is a man that is sitting in his sandcastle empire, and he's looking at the world in, like, what happened type of, like, that type of sadness, like almost a sadness for the world, more than just sadness for himself, more of a, what is going on? He's speaking in these words, man. Talk.
It's in the soul to feel such things, but weak to watch without speaking.
Right.
Oh, what mercy sadness brings, if God be willing. There is a train that's heading straight to heaven's gate, to heaven's gate.
And I got the gold metro card to go. You swipe it 2 times. Swipe for you and your partner. We get on that train, choo-choo. No graffiti. Smells like pine cones. Man, made out of gold, baby. Riding out gold, baby. Come on, man. Johnny Cash knows what's going on. Let me take the train up there, boy. But I mean, everything, man. This whole world. Because he's saying a lot. He's talking about. Let's go back to the words. We'll break it down. Fuck it. We'll break it down. It's important, the words that he's saying.
I've wept for those who suffer long, but how I weep for those who've gone. In rooms of grief and question wrong, but keep on killing.
About the world, about the wars and the soldiers going and watching them go to pretty much fight a war that is war of greed and selfishness, and that's it. And seeing what's going on in these streets of ours, and in every city. It's like, you know what we need to do? We need to bring back American Gladiators. That's what we need to do. Have the red team and we have the blue team. And then at the end, we get a whole bunch of fucking noodles and y'all can beat the shit out of each other with it. Have fun. But it's now getting to a point where what is 5 years gonna look like of this same energy? What is 5 years that it's gonna look like? Let's start thinking about the future. Because it may not be our future, but it's gonna be our kids' future, and our kids' future, and our kids' future. What is this gonna look like in 5 years if we keep on going the way we going? Answer that question. And then you know what they say? Well, that's it's doing it first. How the fuck do we sound? Grow the fuck up, man. Understand what none of us are doing is fixing anything. These back and forth shit ain't working. Arguing and fighting each other ain't working. So what are we doing? Listen, I don't give a shit about anything but bringing some type of peace to what I could control. Because this mentality of my voice matters, it doesn't. It really your voice really doesn't matter in a sea of people whose voice comes first. It's not going to matter to go back and forth with people unless it's in a structure like what Charlie Kirk did. That type of structure, that type of debating, having that mic, having that face to face, and having that type of setting and doing it the right way. Unless it's something like that, and people are going to understand that we're here to talk about things and we're here to talk about issues and stuff, and respectfully talk about it back and forth without disrespecting each other. Then until people understand that that's how the way it's supposed to fucking be, then it's not going to be fixing it. Because your word is more important than my word, and my word is more important than your word, and yada yada yada, and then that's how it goes. The back and forth bullshit that we're gonna deal with for the rest of our fucking lives, because we can't just put our egos to the fucking side and say, you know what, you're right. I'm just gonna step back. I'm gonna do my own research. I'm gonna figure my shit my own way out, and then whatever conclusion comes out, that's the conclusion I'm gonna stay with myself. I don't have to say nothing about nothing, because it doesn't matter what the fuck I say, unless my main goal is to change something, and then I have to take different avenues to do that. To forcefully put my word out there by gaining a gathering of people that believe in what I believe in, and push the word even further on and on and on and on and on, and do it the right way. But sitting here and just talking about it, and not talk, no. We all need to understand it's a bad versus evil situation, and then that's what it is. It's a spiritual war that we're fighting against each other. No more, no less. A spiritual war. And until we understand that, ain't nothing gonna fucking fix. If we're leading everything with emotion. I've never seen, like, you, and people may say, I don't give a fuck how people see me. Because that's how they get when you say certain shit. I don't give a fuck what they say about me. Cool. But understand there's other countries out here that look at us like we're crazy. Like nuts. They're looking at us like, yo, what the fuck is going on over there? But America is so amazing that they see what's going on over here. And they see how crazy we are. And they still are willing to come to go through the whole process to come over here to live a piece of the American dream. That's how beautiful America is. It don't matter how many fucking crazy nuts are in here. People are still want to come in here because they understand that this is a better country than anything else that they could be at. Not everybody, but a lot of people. Bring faith back into your heart. Bring the Lord back into your heart. However that looks to you. The way it looks to me is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And the Father, God Almighty. You understand? Whatever that is to you, love it. We can hold hands and pray together as spiritual beings in this world. Let's go. Understand, people does have their own opinions, and people's opinions do matter at this point. Like your opinion, you have your own opinion. You can have your own opinion. You can speak your own opinion. 100% say it to the world. But there's a ways of doing it, and there's ways of not to do it. For example, I cannot go to a 9-to-5 job and act this way, the way I act on my reactions. It's impossible. You know why? I will never go anywhere doing that in a company if I'm working a 9-to-5. So there's certain things that I gotta calm the fuck down from doing because there's a professional setting, and there's certain things that I should say or should not say in certain situations. That's called common sense and realizing where my surroundings is at and understanding that I don't want to outwardly disrespect anybody because ain't nobody gonna stop me from saying what the fuck I want to say. If the subject matter arises and I'm going to say what I want to say about whatever subject matter is going on. If it arises the moment. But if it doesn't, I'm not gonna just it's not gonna be coming out of my mouth every 25 fucking seconds about my opinion about shit. Cause it doesn't matter. I just talk. I just say things, bro. And have fun doing it. Half the time I'm laughing and joking around, having a great time. While you sourpussing around in your mom's basement trying to figure out why the light switch don't work. Bitch, because the bulb burnt out. And you don't even know how to change a bulb. All the social media you in and you don't know how to change a bulb. All these fake accounts. None of those accounts ever logged into a DIY video on how to change a fucking bulb. How about Cloud? I can use Cloud Eliminator 346. Use that account. This is a spiritual war, ladies and gentlemen, that's going on in this world. Spiritual. No more, no less. Don't overthink it. You don't have to go political with it. You don't have to do any of that. It's good versus evil. People showed the evil in people in the last couple of months, in the last couple of years. People have showed how evil a person can be. They've already showed it to us. There's a good versus evil situation now. Because now political people were showing their internal being. That's why it's important to talk about it. They showed that eternal, how they really are as a person. And that's what I was like, that's what clicked in my head. And I went, oh, got it. Got it. Understand. That's why logic doesn't matter. That's why common sense is out the fucking window. That's why none of it matters. Whether you got the facts proven in front of you with black and white ink. Because you could print it out if you have a printer. And you could give it to them. And it's not going to matter. That's the only way that could work. If you could have facts in front of somebody and they could blatantly say, that's wrong because I say it is. In the 10-second clips, it's worth more than 3.5 to 5 hours of somebody debating. And because these clips made my mind say, oh, that makes sense, I'm going to run with it and use it as my fact. What? I'm happy that I don't run into that in my personal life on a daily basis. I'm happy that I don't run into that type of shit. But I see it. I see these other people go online and start showing and exposing these people, and I'm just like, watching these debates are like gold. Like, you can see clearly, like, what the fuck? But it's good versus evil. That is it. That is all that it is. And there's some people that don't give a fuck. There's some people that they're invited. Yes, I'm evil. And they're very happy to fucking put that shit on their shirt. They're an evil person, man. Go with God. That's all. What else can I say? I can't fight that. That's unfightable. I can't do nothing with that. Somebody that wears it with pride, I can't do nothing with that. Go ahead, bro. You good. That's a different type of level of something else. So I don't even want to even entertain that. So all power to you, man. All I could do is pray for you. Something that you probably don't even want me to do for you, but I'm still gonna do anyway, because I can do what I want. And then put some people, don't pray for me, motherfucker. All right, cool. Still gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it. You know how many people that I've done that to? They told me not to pray for them. I'm like, all right, cool. And this is what I'm saying. There's a good example. Even if I pray for you, and you in your mind's like, I don't want people praying for me, and I'm doing it for you, you don't have to say nothing. Just thank you, and just walk away. Accept it and walk away. Well, how hard is it to just thank you and just walk away? If that, you know, if I know that I see demons in people, and I know if I bring attention to that, to God, I know God could help something, trigger something or something to help, because I believe that my faith could do that, and that's my belief to do it. So when I have an epiphany of something that's going on in the world, it opens another portal of way of thinking. Because I've always had it in the back of my mind, this is good versus evil, but I didn't understand it until recent events, which I'm not going to talk about, because that I'm not doing none of that. I'm still mourning what happened. So, but we're not gonna get deep into that. That solidified it for me, kind of, in a way. Like, it always was in the back of my head, but that solidified that. I was like, oh, I get it. This is not, on some cases, it's full-fledged. It's either you want that, you're good, or it's evil. And that's just what it is. And I'm like, oh man. Because now, because that's just been something that's been going on for centuries. And we've never gotten it right. So it brings back to the original question: where are we going to be in 5 years if it keeps on going the way it's going?
It's in the soul to feel such things, but weak to watch without speaking. Oh, what mercy sadness brings, if God be willing.
I like that. That pain in his voice.
There's a train that's heading straight to heaven's gate, to heaven's gate.
That guitar is beautiful.
And on the way, child and man and woman wait, watch and wait for redemption day. Fire rages in the streets, and swallows everything it meets.
God, no truer words have been spoken. That was a total fact. Say it again to the people in the back.
And swallows everything it meets. Fire rages in the streets, and swallows everything it meets. It's just an image often seen on television. Come leaders, come ye men of great, let us hear you pontificate. Your many virtues laid to waste, and we aren't listening. There is a train that's...
When Johnny Cash wants to tell you something, he's gonna give you that deep shit. And you're gonna either feel it or you're gonna feel it. He's not gonna give you a choice, really. You're gonna feel it either way. Oh man, Johnny Cash is too. And that voice, man, like I was saying, sadness. The sadness in his voice is what sells it. He has some type of sadness that comes with his cadence that is just makes you really listen. And then there's a bonus when he's spitting his poetry out. When he puts the stuff together, he sounds amazing. I love Johnny Cash.
Heading straight to heaven's gate, to heaven's gate.
Right.
And on the way, child and man and woman wait, watch and wait for redemption day.
Right.
What do you have for us today? Throw us the bone, but save the plate. Oh, why we waited till so late? Was there no oil to excavate, no riches in trade for the fate of every person who died in hate? Throw us a bone, ye men of great.
We talking about these government type motherfuckers over here. Drill baby drill, and I get drill baby drill, but I have a conspiracy theory about that, and I'm getting into the conspiracy theory shit, and it's changing my mind. But one way that we could control the drill baby drills and all that is doing more research and doing more. Looking into more free energy. We look into free energy, we can absolutely bring down the carbon buildup that they're rebuilding and the pollution and all the crap on all these factories. If we could find a way to look into free energy, because there is blueprints that were out there. They were out there at one point that are not there no more, that the people tapped into and were actually able to make work for free energy. So there's videos out there about it. If you put in the YouTube search, you look into one, and it'll give you. They have like fact proof. They have all type of documentation about it. But looking into free energy will be key. So if I were to, let's say we have another presidential debate, we 2028, we get into our 2024. And we're ready to 2028, and we get to the presidential election. If a president's fighting or one of the policies that they're pushing is free energy, like looking into and investing more into free energy, I would vote for that person because of their main focus point is free energy. Because there is a lane that people, if they had the investment if they had the money, and that's the main problem. People think, oh, it's a hoax and it's conspiracy theories of free. No. There are blueprints that people have. They just don't have the funding to back them to do that. There's not enough personal people and there's not enough personal donors in the world that are going to able to fund something like free energy. That is something that needs to be well thought out and really, and there's people out there that are doing the legwork, because just they don't have the funding for it. That's why people are acting like, oh, it doesn't exist. Those people don't want to put money into it, because if free energy comes, you know what doesn't? That what fucks up? All those big wigs, their pockets get empty. Because free energy means we don't need fossil fuel. It means we don't need none of that. We don't need oil. We don't need any of it. That's what free energy means. So people are not grasping the concept. So they don't want to. Are you crazy? They're going to try to drown that as much as possible. They're going to try to put that as the last thing in their repertoire. And every president is guilty for it. Not one president is going to be running on free energy. And do something about it. They may use it to run it, and once they get it, they're not gonna do nothing about it. So it doesn't get looked into and it doesn't get focused on, because there's so many people that are gonna be losing money, so many companies that are gonna be shutting down, so many people that are just not gonna be able to be in business because free energy, it exists now. So what are you gonna do? People, like, do your research. That's all I'm saying. It's not a conspiracy hoax or anything like that. It's like people had actual, what's it called? Patents made and done with paperwork. That there is items that they built to make this, where they had diagrams and everything, and all of it was destroyed. There's like actual proof of it that the government destroyed it, because they were worried that if that were to come out, that it was going to put the fossil fuel, whole oil drilling, all that out of business, and a lot of people are going to lose money. And they were like, well, how about you just make the patent available to the public? Instead of trying to make money off of it, it's free energy. Just give it to the public and let them get their own sponsors to build it and build their own thing. Just give them the blueprint. That's what was one of, no. People were unalive because of it. Patents were destroyed because of it. There's proof. There's government proof. There's like actual government type motherfuckers in press conferences talking about certain situations of a patent from back in those days in the 60s and 70s. That they hushed it and destroyed all evidence of it. I don't think they destroyed it. I think, but that's just the conspiracy part of it. I think they have all that shit in the Vatican, to be honest with you. I think that's hidden over there in the Vatican, because that's going to be the safest place where you can put some that type of information. Because free energy is going to change. It will change the blueprint of the whole entire world and where it's going right now. And people don't understand how it will fix so much when it comes to poverty, when it comes to a growing like vegetables and growing like anything, fruits, all that. It'll change so much. But the government thinks, for hell fucking no, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna have the risk of that minimizing what the fuck we gaining. Because yeah, they'll make money, but they're not gonna make as much money that they're making than what they're making with oil. It's all about greed. This is the reason why we'll never see those patents. There's traces of patents, but nothing enough that they could build something off of it. So that's what it is. Give me the patent of it. We could build off the patent and make it so it'll work for everybody. Give somebody the chance to build it themselves so they can give themselves free energy. You know how what is that? I could build one of those motherfuckers in my backyard and give myself free energy with no fucking problem. Man, that would be the fuck. Call my electric company. Hey, you can cut it off if you want. Cut it off, man. Bet money. Don't charge me again. I don't need you. Click. Send the taps into the wiring that's already in the house. Man, it's something that we're watching in the Patreon and we're going deep into it. Like, and there's a lot of shit out there that Again, I know what it sounds like. I know what I'm hearing myself. I know what it sounds like, but you'll be surprised when you actually are looking into like legitimate people that are saying these things. These are these aren't people that are in a barn saying some shit. These are government people that work for the government that have paperwork and proof of crazy shit going on that they're not telling us. And of course, you can see my stuff, and we could say it, and people they already put it to the point that mentality of people that are saying things like this is gonna sound crazy. That's already been built since the '60s. You're not gonna be listening to anybody. That's when the shit gets drowned out because people don't give a fuck about that until it's time to give a fuck about that. And that's just where we're at right now as a planet. Now, I'm not even talking about the United States. I'm talking about as a planet. Because if you don't think that other people in other countries are holding off secrets because the higher ups are making too much money of the way things are going now, you're crazy. Everybody in the planet is guilty of that shit. And he's going to get to a point where now people are going to be like, oh, fuck, if we would have done this 20 years ago, we would not be here right now. And it's just one of those, all right, no one should, don't listen to nobody then. And then whatever happens from that point on. Because it's going to get worse and it's going to get worse. You think that these crazy weather patterns that we get, and these different type of weather patterns that we get is for a reason? No. You think it's just happening just because? No, it's happening because the planet is changing. When the planet changes, the weather starts getting crazier. That's why we're getting more drastic and crazier hurricanes every year. It gets bigger and they get more destructive. Why? The planet is telling us, you guys are fucking shit up. You guys are destroying the planet with all the pollution, all the crap. I'm just saying. And people's like, oh, there's solar panels, and there's Elon Musk got the Teslas and everything. I was like, you don't understand how shit works. When people say things like that, it just irritates me because in order for you to make sure that your Tesla is driving, what do you have to do? You have to get into the charging station. Cool. You take the charging station, you put it in there. What are you doing when you're doing that? Is that free or are you paying for that? You pay about what you pay for a gallon, right? That's what the people that Teslas have told me. It's about the same thing as what we pay for a gallon of gas. So it's like $2 or $3, whatever it is, wherever you at. You charge it. Where do you think that money is going to for? That what's powering that charging station is the same exact thing that you're getting in the gas. It's energy is energy. Just because it's two different forms of it doesn't mean anything. So that $3 and something cents that you're paying a gallon or a charge or whatever, however that works on a Tesla, is the same, is equivalent to me putting $3.95 of gasoline in my car. No difference. That is not saving no energy. So whoever's telling you it's better for the planet because the car's emission is not putting out as much toxins as a gas car, that's what's saving, that's what's an eco-friendly car. But you think that the charging that you're getting from putting that charger in that car is not coming from the same exact fossil fuel and oil that we're getting? You're crazy. It's coming from the same shit. That has nothing to do with nothing, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Was a bone he men of great. There is a train that's heading straight to heaven's gate, to heaven's gate. And on the way, child and man and woman wait, watching wait for redemption day. it's buried.
Because I'm gonna go back a little bit. I'm gonna go back a little bit because what's charging the charging station? A power plant. And how's a power plant ran? Enough said. So essentially, it's the same thing. It's the same thing because you're what's powering that charger to charge that car is exactly what the fuck is burning that you're using to go and put gas in your car. Just do your research. I'm not crazy. Trust me, I'm not crazy. It's just you gotta have your mind gotta open. You gotta be open to a lot of things. And you gotta do your own research and go down to certain wormholes that opens your minds a little bit more to like certain things, man. And I'm not crazy.
Buried in the countryside.
Please don't judge me.
Exploding in the shells of night.
I promise you I'm not crazy, bro.
Everywhere a baby cries. Freedom.
I can't wait to see what's gonna happen in the premiere on this one, man. I can't wait to see this one.
Freedom.
That's beautiful. This man is amazing. Leave it to Johnny Cash to make me go on my rants. I haven't gone on a healthy rant in a while. That was a healthy, crazy rant right there. Listen. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, these are all just my thoughts on things, which don't mean nothing. They don't mean shit. It's just the way I think. And if I'm crazy, I'm crazy. And I know I'm sane enough to know what's right and what's wrong. I know that. And as long as I know that, I shouldn't worry about me. I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry about me. I know right from wrong. And these are just the things that I felt, or how I feel, and things that I've seen through 41 years of living in this globe. So I'm just a one man's perspective on the world, which shouldn't hurt anybody. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.